Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Hello all, and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx, and this is my Monday Night Raw review. Now, just like last week, sad to say, we got more rewrites. This show was rewritten, I don't know how many times, but it had some changes made to it before the show started. But it wasn't because of Vince McMahon, believe it or not. Not according to reports. Fightful Select, Dave Meltzer, everyone across the board said, no Vince McMahon tonight. If you saw the show, you would agree. There was some developments, some stories being told, some seeds being planted, like with Damage Control. Clearly that team's about to break up. Cody getting his Cody promo on, letting the crowd know that everything is okay. The story will continue. But what is easily the most noteworthy thing coming out of this show was Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus turning heel for the first time in what? 18 years. Right? 19 years? 18 years, because she was a heel in 2005. She turned babyface the latter half of it, but she was a heel in 2005. So, yeah, 18 years. Wow. And I'm excited about it. Rumors were true. I think it was reported earlier, either this year or sometime last year. Actually, this year, that Trish was going to do a program with Becky Lynch. Well, here we are. Although I will say, that heel turn was so telegraphed, everyone saw it coming. I think when Lita went down, everybody tweeted at the exact same time. It's kind of funny how we all said the exact same thing. We all said Trish attacked her, didn't she? We didn't say Damage Control. We didn't say Liv Morgan or Raquel. We said Trish. And long and behold, it was Trish. We all saw it coming. Hilarious how that works. We've been watching wrestling too much. But in terms of the execution of the show, well, let me say this. Clearly the show had a lot more going for it with the original script. And changes were made because of travel issues. There was a massive storm that delayed flights and made travel hard for talent to get to the arena in time. And so the show had to be rewritten. Now, as time went on, and other wrestlers started coming in, it started to get things back in order, but I'm not gonna lie, it felt kind of stale. Even with Triple H writing the show and no Vince McMahon, it felt kind of stale. Is it better than last week? I mean, stare at that wall for 3 hours. That will be better than last week. That's how bad last week was. So, just saying it was better than last week, that ain't much of an accomplishment. Just saying. So yes, it was miles better than last week. But it's still, in my opinion, a stale, kind of an average, meh, almost filler episode of Monday Night Raw. Is that a bad thing? No. Matter of fact, if I can be transparent with you, and honestly, this is something you all should be saying or should have seen coming. This is kind of when WWE usually becomes not as fun. Every time Wrestlemania ends, we hit a lull period. And we usually have two every single year. There's a lull period after WrestleMania, and then one more lull period after SummerSlam. I think it's worse with SummerSlam. Because then it's like, damn. Because Survivor Series, with Survivor Series being War Games. Oh God, wrong series. With it now having War Games, it might become interesting again. But even then, it's still not. It's not SummerSlam. It's not WrestleMania. You get me? It feels stale the most around that point. But usually after WrestleMania, it gets kind of stale too. The draft is gonna help. The draft, I hope, will help make things a little bit more fresher. But even then, even with the draft coming up, you still gotta think, man, after Backlash, when is Money in the Bank? July, right? Was it the first week of July? Let me look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure it was in July. I almost want to say July 1st. Someone help me out. Is it July 1st or July 8th? Because I know it's July. It's probably July 1st. Regardless of when it is, you got a long period before you get to Money in the Bank. And then SummerSlam is a month after that. I don't know, y'all. It's usually something I'm expecting, but despite the travel woes and the issues with talent, it was a better show than we would have gotten under Vince. And some stories were told. I didn't necessarily think it was all that bad. I don't think I'm going to go back and watch it again. I'm not going to be talking about it 3 years from now. But stories were advanced. The most important story that had to be advanced was Cody's story. Was the story of the American Nightmare getting his redemption arc and getting back to that world title. And let me just say this. I do want to talk about Cody before we get to the Raw review. Because he did take a second to come out and speak to the audience. And we'll address that promo later. All week, and this was going to happen, ever since Cody lost, I've heard people say it over and over and over and over and over again. Cody should have won at WrestleMania. Now, there are certain people who took it too far in a way where it's ridiculous. Well, now that Cody didn't win at WrestleMania, I don't care anymore. Let me just say this right now. If you're that type of fan, if you are someone that has come up here and said, well, now that Cody didn't win at WrestleMania, I don't care if he wins it now. You never cared about Cody. You were never a Cody Rhodes fan. You don't really care about him being a world champion. What you care about is fulfilling this fantasy in your head. You fantasy booked WrestleMania to have Cody win. And because you didn't get what you wanted, now you don't want it anymore. It's not about Cody, it's about you. Look here, I wanted Sami Zayn to beat Roman Reigns at Chamber. Was he ever going to do that? Absolutely not. But I wanted it. Now that he didn't do it, does that mean I'm never going to care if Sami wins it? No! Of course not. That's not how this works. That just really, really speaks to the immaturity of certain fans that come on the internet. You don't really care about these talents. You care about you. You care about being right and getting clout from that. It's kind of ridiculous.
Battle at the Valley was good.
Oh, well, I'm happy you enjoyed Battle at the Valley. But we're talking about Raw, sir. I appreciate you for sharing your thoughts about that. But a lot of these people had this idea in their head that it had to happen at WrestleMania. It had. It must. It should have happened at WrestleMania. Can I ask y'all a question? Now, this is something I do here. I don't put people down for thinking a certain way, for feeling a certain way. I don't want people to feel like you are less than for how you feel. Because clearly people are still hurt. They are very sore over Cody not winning at WrestleMania. And I get it. It sucked. If I was a bigger Cody Rhodes fan, I would probably be where you are now. And I'm very much aware that people are going to be sore about that for a while. I've seen the videos, I've seen the TikToks, I've seen celebrities come out and say it. Freddie Prinze Jr. said that was the wrong way to end the story. But to the people that say Cody Rhodes should have won at WrestleMania, here's my question to you. Why does every major moment in WWE need to happen at WrestleMania? It's the grand stage of them all. Yeah, I know. But you do realize we have multiple other pay-per-views throughout the year to come, right? If every single major moment happens at WrestleMania, why should I give a fuck about anything else throughout the year? Like, I remember back in 2000, did The Rock win the World Championship at WrestleMania? No! He won it at Backlash. Was the moment hurt by that? No! Still one of the greatest title wins, might be the best main event in Backlash history. Because you got Stone Cold Steve Austin come out, that crowd went nuts. Still a memorable moment. Not everything has to happen at WrestleMania. You can't book every storyline to conclude at Mania, otherwise it will render every show before and after meaningless. If I see Roman Reigns defend that championship, I will instantly go, well, he's not going to lose it because it's not WrestleMania. Therefore, it makes his story boring. And despite the fact that Cody didn't win the World Championship at WrestleMania, people are still calling WrestleMania one of the greatest, one of the best Manias ever. And it is, quite frankly, it might be in my top 5. I thought about it more and more. Like, the last great WrestleMania was WrestleMania 30. That was literally the last one that I thought was, if not as good, but better. And that's like number 3 to me. So it's like WrestleMania 17, WrestleMania 19, WrestleMania 30, and yeah, WrestleMania 39 might be right there. I might throw in WrestleMania 21. There might be one more WrestleMania I might put before it. But for sure, WrestleMania 39 is in my top 5. It's one of the greatest Manias out there, despite Cody losing. And that's okay. Because guess what? There's more story to tell. What is wrong with saving his big moment at SummerSlam? What is wrong with saving the big title win and letting SummerSlam get some love? They gotta sell out, 60,000+ people in Ford Field? If you say Cody versus Roman is doing a rematch at Ford Field, there's nothing you can tell me that will say that won't sell it out again. You know damn well. You know damn well. Hell, that makes me want to go. Like, seriously, that makes me want to go and check it out. I think they're coming to Houston on the 31st, right? Yeah, the Monday before SummerSlam, they're coming to Houston. You damn right I'm gonna be on that show. Guys, the story isn't over. It's not over. These next few months for WWE will be telling. Because anything could happen. You're right. It might not go exactly how I put it out. Because I still think Cody's gonna win the championship. It's gonna happen. If anything, if it doesn't happen at SummerSlam, I'm going to be looking at them crazy. But look, Vince McMahon being around, playing boogeyman, not showing up, but then showing up when we least expect it, that's an issue. And you never know who's going to get over, when it's going to happen. Throughout this time, I don't know what happened to Seth Rollins. But, people like Seth Rollins and many others are getting hot right now. So who knows where things will be by August? Who knows? I just have a very hard time seeing Cody Rhodes go into this feud with Brock Lesnar only to lose and then either not get another title shot against Roman or get another title shot and then lose again. I do not see that happening. It's over. Are we hearing ourselves here? Guys, it's one loss. Go back through Cody's return. Since he's been here, he's won every single match. Every match. He's had one loss. One loss, and it was dirty. It wasn't a clean loss. One loss. I honestly think we're about to see Cody have his own version of Hard Times, baby. just like his dad did. Just like Dusty. And I've seen people, Solid Monster included, say, anyone saying that Cody Rhodes didn't face adversity, that's crazy. I mean, when you really think about it, sure, Cody Rhodes faced adversity. Okay, I should probably stop. Stop, Alyx. Don't do it. You're gonna piss people off. I mean, like, really think about it. Sure, like the story of Cody Rhodes being a mid-carder, leaving WWE, going to, Ring of Honor, being told you can't sell out 10,000, selling it out. You can't start another company, starting another company. That company won't be a competitor to WWE, making a competitor to WWE. Then coming back to prove himself. And now he's one of the hottest talents in the world today. Yes, he's faced adversity. No one's going to sit here and ask or even dare say that Cody hasn't struggled. That's not the question we should be asking. Has Cody earned it? That's not the question. The question is Cody Rhodes the guy? We seem to be skipping over that question. And I keep asking that question to a lot of people. Everyone's saying, yeah, he's the guy. He has great personality. He's over with the audience. He's great with media. I said, that's great. That's great. All that's wonderful. Is he the guy? When you turn on WWE, is the first person you think about watching Cody Rhodes? Or is it Roman Reigns? And if Roman Reigns is not on the show, are you excited? If Cody Rhodes missed Raw last week, if Cody Rhodes misses Raw next week and the week afterwards, will that bother you? Some of you said yeah. But I guess others would have said, no, I'm all right. Not as much as it bothers you that Roman Reigns is not on the show. That pisses me off. The fact that Roman is not on these shows, I'm just like, God, man. Because he's the highest act they got. We still need to know. Because even now, even after WrestleMania, we're still kind of in this slump with Cody where it's like, he could be the guy, but is he? And here's the thing with that. I expect to see some of his best promo work that we've ever seen throughout this time period. SummerSlam ain't until, what? We got April, May, June, July, August. 4 or 5 months away. During this time, I expect to see some of his best work inside the ring and on the microphone. And when we get to SummerSlam, whether it's him winning that Money in the Bank and cashing in fairly, or him getting it another way, the build is going to be hotter. The crowd's going to be hotter. Because now, unlike WrestleMania, there's a story behind it. You don't have to worry about, well, it has to happen because it will create a WrestleMania moment. No, you can't rely on that now. Now it comes down to, all right, what's the story? What is something that we can rely on that fans are going to remember for ages? Not just the fact that it's WrestleMania, but it's because of the story. You're going to have that. Because by that point, Cody will have a win over Brock Lesnar. I'm hoping he wins Money in the Bank, but he probably won't need to. He'll have a few more wins under his belt. And throughout that time, we've kept Cody and Roman apart enough to where fans are going to be salivating for that rematch. And then when we get to SummerSlam, when they finally get face to face, there won't be a question of, all right, should Cody win? I don't know if Cody's the guy or not. By that point, Roman would have passed 1,000 days. I think me and you both, by that point, will be begging for him to lose those titles. By that point, even I would be like, all right, Roman, it's time to drop those belts. There will be no question if Cody is the guy. No one will be asking, is he the guy? No, you will know it's his time. You will know he's the guy. He will win. And in that moment, he needs to win the title. you need to give him the title when people aren't questioning if he's the guy. Stone Cold Steve Austin, I hear that. Well, what happened if Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't beat Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14? There was no question about it. By WrestleMania 14, Stone Cold was undisputedly the guy. Shawn Michaels isn't Roman Reigns. That's another issue that I'm hearing. What if Batista didn't win at WrestleMania? What if John Cena didn't win at WrestleMania? What if this guy didn't win at WrestleMania? All the people that lost to put those guys over weren't Roman Reigns. Dumb argument. Sorry. But even if you want to say, well, all right, maybe it wasn't Roman Reigns, but still, what if it didn't happen at WrestleMania? It was always going to happen at WrestleMania because it was undisputed that they were the guy. You knew Batista was the guy that beat Triple H before it even happened. You saw it coming. You knew John Cena was going to beat JBL. You saw it coming. You knew Stone Cold was going to beat Shawn Michaels. You saw it coming. There were people who still doubted up to the day of. There were reports out saying that Cody might not win. And come to find out, ladies and gentlemen, he was never going to win. Fightful Select even put this report out saying that for a month now, Cody Rhodes was booked to lose. He was never going to win because it wasn't his time yet. That doesn't mean he won't win. What I'm saying is, eventually it will be his time. So, I think by SummerSlam, it will be undeniable. And I think the hard part about it being SummerSlam is that people are going to have to wait. And a lot of people don't want to wait. They're going to have to really just sit back and just be like, ugh, come on. We got to wait till SummerSlam? Can it happen in Madison Square Garden? No. Well, maybe he can know. SummerSlam. 4 or 5 months. You can hold out. You can wait a couple more months. I know. I get it. I know y'all want it now. You gotta wait for it. Wait for all the pieces to be in place. Wait for Jey Uso to get sick of Roman shit. Let this bloodline storyline reach its peak. Wait for Solo to get tired of being told he's not ready. Wait for some dissension to start happening in the ranks. Wait for the cracks to start to show a little bit more. And once that starts happening, and we get closer to SummerSlam, I promise you, when it's all said and done, everyone that's mad that Cody didn't win at WrestleMania, I guarantee you when we get to SummerSlam, you won't be saying that. You're sore now, and you should be sore now, because your favorite didn't win. I was sore when Sammy didn't win. Now, I'm not going to lose my mind and be like, well, I guess I don't care anymore. No, I get it. You're a fan of Cody. He didn't win. It sucks. You should be mad. But let's not cloud our judgments here and get ridiculous. We got plenty of other opportunities for Sammy. Sammy, but for Cody to get this opportunity. And that's another thing, too. When Sammy lost, there were no more opportunities for him. Cody is still in the main event scene because he's fighting Brock Lesnar. The story isn't over. I promise you. Look at me. When I tell you this, I promise you, Cody Rhodes will be world champion by SummerSlam. As someone that's been watching for 25 years, I can tell you up front, I know how this shit works. Cody will be champion by SummerSlam. And the only reason that might not happen is if Vince McMahon takes over and he fires Triple H. By that point, I'll change my tune and be like, all right, well, sucks. But other than that, if Triple H stays in charge and everything goes as swimmingly as I hope it does, and Vince doesn't fuck shit up, Cody's going to be world champion. Roman will lose. He'll still have his moment. It will be just as big, probably even bigger, if it would have happened at WrestleMania. And everything will be fine. I'm telling you this as someone that's watched it for 25 years. And I guarantee you, most of you hearing me say this will go, we know. Yeah, you know this. Y'all are smart too. This is not me pumping my chest out. Everything that I'm saying, you know it's true. Look at the story. Who the hell else do they got right now? Who else are they building up? There's no one else they're building up right now. The only other person that can possibly get that spot, maybe, is Seth Rollins. And according to Becky Lynch, it should be Seth Rollins. Although I kind of feel like, you know, if The Rock isn't going to be there at WrestleMania next year, sure. But it doesn't matter because Cody's that guy. Cody will be the one to end Roman's reign. Just be a little bit more patient. 4 months. August 5th. Hold out. 4 months. May, June, July, August. 4 months. That's it. That's it. 4 months. And in the meantime, enjoy the story. Enjoy the ride. Like, this is the best time here. The best part of it is the chase. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good time for Cody. Because when he wins the championship, I give it 6 months before y'all turn on him any fucking ways. Yeah, I had to ruin it. I had y'all. Y'all were just like, yes, Alyx. Yes, we believe. We believe. And then I'm like, yeah, enjoy it because you're going to turn on him any goddamn ways. I love y'all. Look here. Every single time I come up here, it's not to make you feel bad. I want the best possible outcome. And like my friend, Trish Stratus 97 says, good things come for those who wait. Just be just a tad bit more patient. I promise you, when it's all said and done, Cody will be the head of WWE, the new head of the table, the new face. And we will be in the Cody Rhodes era. Only this time, you will know it. And I won't have to come up here and tell you. Thank you all for being here. Close to 200 people live. We still got to talk about Monday Night Raw. Although, if I'm being completely honest with you, like I said, it was a stale show. I'll hit the big points. Trish turning heel, damage control, Cody's promo, and everything else is just kind of like, eh. But still, definitely a better show than last week, so I guess that's a plus. So, let's pay these bills, get to the shout-outs, do the sponsorship, and then get the hell out of here. And then, of course, I'll leave the rest of y'all, the rest of the chat, to give me your thoughts in the comment section and afterwards. So, if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, you're at it. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, and give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast. To get your thoughts played live on the air, email me at justAlyx'sworld@gmail.com. For business inquiries, just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Get you an old school The Last Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America, the remix t-shirt made by It's J Knox and Firestar Heart. All of this down below in the description box. And today's sponsor is Audible. Audible is here to give you a free trial through your boys. Link down below in the description. If you're ever just looking for audiobooks, maybe even a podcast to listen to on the go, Audible has a vast catalog of all that waiting for you right now. And the good thing about Audible trial is if you get it, it's free for a month. And after doing it, maybe it's not something you're into. Whatever books you order using the free trial, you keep. I can get that for you. So how's about we get a quick word from our sponsor? And then, of course, we'll get to some shout-outs. Today's video is sponsored by Audible. Audible is the leading provider of audiobooks. They have over 180,000 audiobooks to choose from, including books written by wrestling legends like Chris Jericho, Mick Foley, Bryan Danielson, Drew McIntyre, and Jim Ross. Today, if you visit www.audibletrial.com, just Alyx, you can get one free audiobook of your choosing. Audible is the best place for audiobooks, and I cannot recommend it enough. In my time, I've listened to Chris Jericho's The Best in the World and Bryan Danielson's Yes books, both narrated by them personally. And here's the best part. Even if your membership wears out or you just aren't satisfied with the product, you can cancel your free trial at any time, and your audiobooks are yours to keep. So again, go to audibletrial.com, just Alyx, and begin your journey today. All right, thank you all for being here. We have close to 200 people in here, but we only got like 88 likes. Come on, y'all, get these likes up. Hit the like button. If y'all just coming in, it would really help me out for you guys to hit the like button, because that is going to help boost the algorithm. So I would really appreciate you guys hitting that like button. And thank you all for joining me here for this amazing live stream. I'm pretty sure y'all have a lot to say, especially about that little Cody Rhodes tirade I went on. Everything is gonna be fine. I promise you. And you wanna know why it'll be fine? Because this live chat has the best moderators on this side of YouTube. Please show some love to the moderators. Ultra, Shine97, 5-Star Heart, Alyx Demi, Big MGM, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, and of course, Khalil does everything. Everything. These guys help keep this a safe space because they understand that you are watching the premier YouTube channel for professional wrestling. And thank you all for getting your likes in. And to the people who showed up early, I usually don't do the shout outs this late in the game, but I was very passionate about Cody, so I had to get that in. Besides, Raw's going to be very short. I'm not going to say much about Monday Night Raw. But yeah, thank you to the following people for being here. We got Rated RKO. Psych. Rated R Tokyo. Close enough, not really. Welcome, so. We got Joseph Winters, JJ, who let the dogs out? Bulldog. Bulldog. Matthew, I think people fear him getting injured again, and all of this will be put off yet again. Look, if Cody can't stay healthy, then again, should he be the guy? Like, these are questions you should be asking yourself. If Cody can't stay healthy, should he be the guy? That's not me trying to be an asshole. I'm asking a simple question.
Heel Orton versus Roman Reigns WrestleMania 40.
Heel Orton? I don't know how I feel about that. Heel Orton versus what? Roman Reigns is a babyface? Nah, fuck that. Babyface Orton versus Roman Reigns is more like it. Nah, my dude, you don't do that. Tony S says Cody is the guy. Well, I'm happy you feel that way, but there are people who still don't feel that way. It needs to be universally undisputed. And it can be that. And I think it will be that by SummerSlam. Ramon Perkins. Is it Petkins or Perkins? I think I said it right, Perkins. Probably not. Ramon, I knew she was going to turn heel on Lita and Becky. Everyone saw it coming. Everyone, including Steven Wonder, saw it coming. Let me see here. Gen X 6887. By the time SummerSlam rolls around, Roman will have surpassed the title reign of Pedro Morales. So yeah, SummerSlam is the time for Roman to lose, for Cody to beat him. Yeah. And thank you for saying that. I didn't know he would have surpassed Pedro Morales. Wow. JJ Bulldog. Nobody wants him to be the next John Cena because he is not Cena. They shouldn't just repeat 2012. They need to have a fresh new story. Thank you. Thank you, sir. We got Anthony is methodical. Who is the woman for Bianca to pass the torch to then? Bianca? I thought it was going to be Asuka. I still kind of feel like it should be Asuka, but we'll see. We'll have to see. Bowler Gamer TV, Becky once said in an interview that when she was watching WWE, when she was a kid, she said that she wasn't a fan of Trish Stratus, which makes me suspect that's why Trish turned heel on her. So it's an ego issue. That can be a good story. Roman Reigns not showing up to work is exactly why Cody should have won at WrestleMania. If Cody is the guy, let me put it this way. If Cody's not the guy, WWE don't have another guy in the wings. Well, that's not why you should be saying it. It shouldn't be because there's no one else. It should be because he's the guy. Not because, well, there's no one else. That's not what you want. You want to be able to say, this is the best wrestler in WWE. He should be the world champion. Not because, well, there's no one else. That's not what you want. Right? I'm just saying, it's not what you want. If he gets, let me see here. If he gets injured and wins the Rumble again, and finally gets the championship at WrestleMania 40, I hope not, Dawsey. Dawsey Chatham is trying to ruin the dream already. Nah, it needs to happen at SummerSlam. Let's see, let's do 3 more. The Prototypes 619. We in here live from work. Welcome, sir. Carlos Marenzo. Should Io Sky in her reign? I don't know about that, Chief. It'd be interesting. And last but not least, let's give it to Paid Enthusiast. Bianca is younger than Asuka, though. So why should she be passing the torch to her? Because Asuka's one of the best female wrestlers in the world. And I think it's undisputed that Asuka's a better wrestler than Bianca. Why can't Asuka still get the championship? Because of her age. Fuck age. It ain't about age. It's about, is this woman the best wrestler? And if she is, give her the goddamn belt. That's my thing. Alright, thank y'all so much for being here. If I don't say your name, please don't be offended. It's not because I hate you. I do want to quickly just get to this Raw review, hit up some news that I did read, and go from there. So let's go ahead and pause the super chat. Make sure everything looks good. And thank you all for being here. I got some people subscribing. Got new subscribers. My numbers have been blowing up. They've been blowing up because of you. And I appreciate that. Monday Night Raw. So as you guys know, there were some travel woes. Some traveling issues for WWE. It was first reported by Sean Ross Sapp. And then picked up by Andrew Zarian. And I didn't think it was as bad at first when Sean Ross Sapp reported it. But then when I saw Andrew Zarian put this up, and I'll pull it up for you. He says, piggybacking on Sean Ross Sapp initial report here regarding tonight's show, 50% of the Raw roster has still not arrived to Seattle due to travel issues, and there have been major rewrites for Monday Night Raw this evening. So, if you're wondering why the show was kind of stale, there you go. Apparently, there was another original script that was actually going to make the show a lot more interesting. Very much more enjoyable. But, what are you going to do? Like, you can't use Sammy because he was one of the people caught in the delay. You can't use Riddle because he's another person caught in the delay. So what are you left with? You're left with Kevin Owens and Solo again. We already saw that. I think we saw that match like 3 times. So you have to get a rematch. Sadly enough, and that might have been one of the weaker part of the shows. Yeah, I think seeing Solo versus KO again made me go, ugh. But what are you gonna do? Like, what can you do at that point? We got Ray versus Finn again. Like, when you don't have everybody to go, it sucks. Because I think tonight, they were going to do LWO versus Judgment Day. It was going to be like Legado del Fantasma, Rey Mysterio versus every member of the Judgment Day. It would have been, Legado del Fantasma and Zelina with Rey to take on Judgment Day. It would have been fat. It would have been awesome. But unfortunately, we didn't get that match because of travel delays. So we got Finn versus Rey. Again, the rematch. Sucks. But I will say this. one match that got cut, I'm actually happy got cut. And that's Miz versus Matt Riddle. Yeah, fuck that match. Let's not sleep. Let's not lose sleep over that match. All right, let's not go crazy over losing Matt Riddle versus The Miz. I don't think anyone cares or will care. But getting into the show, let me go ahead and just quickly go over some of the stuff that did happen. We opened up with Rey and Dom continuing their feud. Great back and forth. And we get into Rey versus Finn. Match went a lengthy time, a good 15 to 20 minutes. Of course, Finn Balor wins because we had interference from Dom. Apparently, Damian Priest was supposed to be here tonight to talk about Bad Bunny, but guess what? Flight delays, travel issues, couldn't make it, so that got canned. Would have been nice to advance that, but we'll get that probably on SmackDown or Raw. We'll have to see. Let's see here. Backstage, Otis and Chad Gable ran to Maxine Dupree, who made a complaint about how he looked. And then all of a sudden, we see Lita. Lita is attacked. Who could have done it? Oh my God. We see Liv Morgan. We see Raquel Rodriguez. We see Becky. We see Trish. Clearly it couldn't be Trish. Clearly it couldn't be Becky. Maybe it was Rhonda. Maybe it was Trish. Everyone and their mamas, as soon as they saw Lita on the floor, we all went, it was Trish, wasn't it? Right? It was Trish, wasn't it? Clearly as day, it had to be Trish. No one else could have attacked her. Because after Lita was attacked, we see Trish and Becky Lynch team up. And you're like, okay, great. Well, that pretty much solves it. And then we get, oh God. Then we get Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I'm sorry. This match sucked. It sucked. Everyone wants to give me hell about Raquel Rodriguez and how I say she's very green inside the ring. She's not all that great. Well, I'm sorry, but matches like this confirm exactly what I've been saying. She ain't good. How the fuck do you have a bad match with Trish Stratus? How? It's Trish Stratus. God, it was sloppy. Lots of sloppy movements. It got very slow at one point because it felt like they were running through water. And I hated it. I'm like, will y'all pick this shit up? Oh my God. I know they're scared to actually hurt each other, but it gets to a point where it's like, y'all, can y'all lay something in? Because it looks fake right now. And it feels fake. I was fighting sleep. I seriously was fighting sleep. And I honestly woke up when Trish Stratus got pinned by Liv Morgan. Because I saw that Trish went for a chick kick and Liv rolled her up for a pin, 1, 2, 3. And she pinned her clean. So Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are your new women's tag team champs. Do you give a shit? Because I don't. Because clearly Ronda and Shayna are about to get those championships back. Well, they're about to get those championships from them. Clearly. I would have preferred Becky and Lita versus Ronda and Shayna. That to me is the better match to do. I don't know why. Okay, whatever. But regardless, they lost the belts. And as soon as you see Becky pull up Trish, you're just counting down in your head. 10, 9. Oh my God, there it is. Trish attacks Becky Lynch. Hits her with the chick kick, which Becky Lynch sold very well, by the way. And she straight up tells her, you my bitch. I don't know if she actually tells her that, but that's what she should have told her. She should have told her that you my bitch. And that's it. We are off to the races. Heel Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch. Heel Trish Stratus is amazing. I think some of her best work was her as a heel. I love her as a face too. But some of her best work, if I can give you a reminder, her stuff with TNA, not the company TNA, but Tess and Albert, all that shit where she avoided getting powerbombed through a table by Bubba Ray, that was amazing. And remember this, let me tell you how much of a heel she was. Bubba Ray Dudley powerbombed an old lady off the stage. They were the most hated sons of bitches at that point. Until Trish Stratus came along. And then everyone was saying, put that bitch through a table right goddamn now. Fuck her. Fuck her through a goddamn I can stand her ass. Right? And when they put her through a table, it was orgasmic for those fans. Yeah. I remember when she had that feud with Lita in 2004. Remember the wedding between Lita and Kane when Trish came out? And she told Lita to open your heart just like you opened your legs. Yo, I think this is going to be great. I think heel Trish versus Becky Lynch off the cuff is going to be fabulous TV. And this women's division needs it. And look, if we're going to have Trish here often on television, hell yeah. They need it. They need Trish on this The women's division is so fucking boring and so fucking stale right now. It needs a Trish Stratus. And Alita. Let's go, man. I'm excited. Backstage, we see Bayley coming out of the room being the GM room, and she tells Io Sky and Dakota Kai, hey guys, I'm back. Because she missed last week. But anyways, she goes, hey guys, so I just got put in a triple threat match for the championship, and this is good because now I get to bring some credibility back to Damage Control. And Io and Dakota went, no, you've had your chance. Now it's our time. Now it's my time. And so Bayley was like, all right, calm down, bitch. Damn. Calm down. I went back in there and I mean Io Sky got the title shot. By Bayley, changed the match to put Io Sky in there. And yeah, the seeds are planted. Dakota Kai and Io are having enough of Bayley's shit, and more than likely they'll be split up by the draft. If not before then. Quite frankly, I can see it happening next week or at Backlash. It's gonna happen. They're gonna break them up. They kind of have to at this point. It had all the potentials to be something special. It just never became anything special. So this 8-month run, they've been together for 8 months. Let's go ahead and cut it here. You know what I mean? Io Sky does win her triple threat match, by the way, so she will fight Bianca Belair next week. And it looks like we're going to turn Io babyface. Yes, Io Sky should be a babyface. She's one of the best wrestlers you have. Let her shine. Don't know why she wasn't healed to begin with, but alright, let's see how it works. Bobby Lashley went to a draw, double count out with Bronson Reed, and it was awesome. They fought. It was like a hoss fight. No, it was like Godzilla versus King Kong, a kaiju fight. It was massive. It was big, and it made people go, holy shit, we want more. So if we're gonna do a monster feud between these two, I'm all for it. Let's go. Let go. I like it. I like it a lot. Cody Rhodes. Adrenaline. I'm so something Cody Rhodes. Na 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 na. Whoa. That's literally the only part I know. Whoa. Everyone loves that part. Cody comes out to address the WWE Universe. He posted something on Instagram last week, and people were like, is Cody gonna quit? Is Cody gonna quit? Oh my god, what's he gonna say? And I was like, y'all calm down. He ain't going nowhere. That's what Cody does. That's a Codyism. Where he makes it seem like this is the worst case scenario and he could possibly leave. It was all to make you care about his promo. So Cody comes out. He does the whole, so what do you want to talk about? And he also almost always has a singular focus. From Seth Rollins to WrestleMania to finishing the story. But it's a bit cloudy now because he lost. He lost. He underestimated Roman Reigns. Didn't consider the fact that he has an army that he has to conquer. And he lost. And he's sorry. But then he brings up his dear friend Matt. His dear friend Matt. Are we talking about, or which one? This Matt or this Matt? Probably this Matt. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. Anyways, his dear friend Matt told him two things. Being in the main event is a win in and of itself. And do wins and losses really matter? And then Cody said, yeah, you dumb shit. He didn't say it like that, but he's like, yeah, you dumb shit. What's the point of even wrestling if wins and losses don't matter? Exactly. And the only people who say that are people who are no longer wrestling. Shut the fuck up. You're either losers or you're no longer wrestling, and you've already made your money. But then Cody says the thing that he heard traveled to his ears from Mr. Heyman and others is this question: has Cody earned it? Has Cody Rhodes earned this spot? And I love what he had to say here. This was a great line. That refutes, dismisses not just his whole career, but his entire life, because he brings up all the stuff he went through, from Stardust to leaving to, All In, selling out 10,000 people to AEW and all that jazz, right? And then he says the line, earn it, I am it. And I went, ooh, that's good. Ooh, okay. Earn it, I am it. Wow. That's dope. I like it. That's really cool. And now the unfinished tale has a whole new wrinkle to it, in the form of Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was more embarrassing than lying in defeat 2 feet away from a rubber chicken, because someone threw a rubber chicken at him at WrestleMania. I'm happy that that's canon. Is coming to work the next day looking for retribution, being refused that. You offer your innocence to the beast, and he repays it in destruction. That's when he said, well, guess what, Brock? You asked if I'm scared of you? Yes. But I still want to fight you. Because you look at everyone you fight as prey. Well, at Backlash, bitch, you become the hunted, and I become the hunter. You will be my prey. And that's how he ends the promo. He didn't say it like that. He said it more like Cody says it, but he should have said it like, well, bitch, I become the hunter and you become the hunted. You my prey now, bitch. You know, Brandy would have said that. Brandy would have been like, who told you it was open mic night, bitch? Brandy's like, nah, you the prey, motherfucker. Okay, she probably would have said, okay, something like that. It would have been hilarious. That's why I was like, let Brandy do the promos, bro. Bring Brandy in. She would put some stank on it. But yeah, he already issued the challenge, so we'll see if Brock Lesnar comes to accept the challenge for WWE Backlash. Not Wrestlemania Backlash. No, we're not doing that. It's Backlash now. Repeat after me. Backlash. WrestleMania. No. Backlash. That's it. See how simpler that is? No. Backlash. That's what it's called, right? Right? That's what you think, pal. We'll see what Vince has to say about that. But Vince wasn't here, so we'll get past that. We get a commercial. American Alpha had an excellent match with the Usos. Did y'all see that match with the Usos with American Alpha? Wasn't it great? Unlike that commercial that came before it with that announcement of a certain scam artist who resigned. with WWE and his fake ass photoshopping skills? Logan Paul just said, I'm not done sucking your teat, WWE. I need some more. This mofo said, hey, I didn't get enough, so I'm gonna re-sign with your company, and then I'm gonna announce it with an obviously photoshopped photo. See? You see the difference? Huh? Oh, it's two different photos. Shut up! Stupid ass Logan Paul signing again with WWE. What the fuck? Fucking bitch. Little bitch. Hope you come out and get your ass whooped again, bitch. Fuck. Oh my god, Logan Paul's so great. Logan Paul's a good wrestler. Gives a fuck! Damn! Anyways, American Alpha, Chad Gable and Otis versus the Usos was a great tag match. I loved it! Chad Gable can't make up. I can't speak. Look at what happened. I speak about Logan Paul, now I start botching. That's what Logan Paul does to you. Logan Paul botches people's lives. Because he a bitch. Chad Gable continues to be the MVP of Monday Night Raw. That's what I was trying to say. And this match was another testament of that. Great back and forth. They went a while. Lots of good wrestling on the show. But the Usos went with the 1D. The one and done. But I thought Alpha Academy came out looking like pros as a result. As I said, Io Sky defeats Mi-Chan, aka Mia Yim, and Piper Niven to become the new #1 contender to face Bianca Belair. And this match wasn't as bad as that tag match, but it was still kind of... just saying. The main event was Kevin Owens versus Solo Sikoa. It's no different than the match they had before. We had some interferences from the Usos, and then Sammy and then Red Riddle came out to make the save, and blah, 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 blah. And that was Raw. As I said before, the show wasn't terrible. It was miles better than last week, but because of the travel woes, because of the script being rewritten, it was just kind of stale. It was just kind of there. I'm happy that the stories were advanced. We're continuing Cody's journey. I'm excited to see what Backlash has in store for us, because we're going to get Brock Lesnar versus Cody, so I'm excited about that. And I think going forward, things will be fine as long as Vince stays away. We'll be fine. But in the meantime, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts about Raw. Give me your thoughts about Cody. Give me your thoughts about a lot of shit that we had to talk about. Okay. Live chat, you have the floor. Y'all tell me what's on your mind. Very curious to know what y'all have to say about things. Thank you everybody for subscribing, by the way. Appreciate that. And everyone was just like laughing their asses off seeing me hate on Logan Paul. I'm happy you enjoy that. Oh look who's in the live chat. It's Logan Fuckface Paul. We got Vince McMahon and Logan Paul in the live chat. Why even... Moderators, what are you doing? Really? I said this was a safe space. You let Logan Paul and Vince McMahon in here? What are you thinking? What are you doing, my man? Goddamn. Do your jobs. Anyways, let me see. What y'all in here saying? What y'all talking about? What does Triple H see in Raquel Rodriguez? Hell if I know. I skipped that much until the ending part with Trish turning heel. Yeah, that match was god-awful. Everyone was like, so we gonna act like Trish wasn't botching either? The match was terrible, but it's Trish, so we ignore Trish's shit because, you know, Trish is amazing. You hear me? You hear me? Trish is great. People just like, I just watched the ending with Trish starting out. Like, yeah, I believe you. Yeah, someone told me that Ronda and Shayna are both injured. I don't know how bad it is, but I hear it's really bad. All right, and then Kane chokeslam Trish. I remember that. That was great. It took Vince and Stephanie to turn Trish babyface. Yeah, honestly, that's the truth. It took them. It took those two to turn her face. Trish's 2005 heel run was amazing. Oh yeah, that feud with her and Lita. Oh, phenomenal stuff. The women's division needs a Molly Holly. I see what you mean by that. It's just, it really just needs more characters. It needs more depth, which it doesn't have. Let me see here. Scooter McGee, Matt Riddle. I thought it was Matt Riddle. Everyone was like, Backlash. Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Apparently, this uncensored Keone says, I've been gone from wrestling too long. I had no idea Trish Stratus was back. I'll catch up with a Peacock subscription. Anybody want to let me where to pick up Raw and back? I have no idea. You tell me. People are having a good time with Logan Paul being in the live chat. Y'all just having such a good time. I'm happy you're having a good time. Everyone's saying Trish was bad and sloppy. Dwayne Wade's not in the live chat. Good to know. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Good to know, man. Good to know. I don't understand hating on Logan for being a jerk outside of ring either. Do we not understand the absolute jackass Randy Orton and Shawn Michaels were? So because other people were jackasses, we're supposed to be okay with others being jackasses? That's not a good argument, Big MGM. That's actually a pretty bad argument. No one should be jackasses. Randy Orton was a piece of shit, and I didn't like him for it. Shawn Michaels was a piece of shit, and I didn't like him for that either. Okay? But no, like, first off, those two got their act together and they became better. Logan Paul shouldn't be given some type of leeway because other people were assholes. That's not how it works. That would be like, okay, if I stole something from you, that would be me telling you, hey, my dude, don't be mad at me for stealing. Someone else, people steal every single goddamn day. You know, that's dumb. I disagree with that one. Mickey James' heel turn was good too. Mickey's run in 2005 and 2006, that Psycho Mickey run, phenomenal. One of the best runs ever. Legendary. Hoodie villain. If Brock beats Cody, it's over. And don't say he won't. If they won't let Cody win at WrestleMania, there's no low they won't stoop to. Well, I think Cody will beat Brock. You have my word. You have my word. Jimmy Uso. Roman Reigns. We the ones. So, like, are you guys just creating all these bot accounts just to be funny? You got Roman Reigns, Logan Paul, Vince McMahon, now Jimmy Uso. Jesus Christ, like who is actually creating all these accounts? I respect the energy, my dude, but damn, really? Getting kind of ridiculous. I'm done with the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship belts on the main roster. I'm at the point where they should just get rid of them. We've been done. I've been done, quite frankly. You know what I mean? Alright, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. There's a lot of things I want to get off my chest about other things here, but we'll say that for later streams. I'm still gonna wait and see how things go. So yeah, expect there to be a lull period before the draft. It's gonna be kind of, unless something crazy happens, which probably won't. It's gonna be kind of boring these next week, couple of months for Raw and SmackDown until we get to the draft. Once the draft happens, then it's gonna be fun. So leading into Backlash, it's gonna be a bit of a lull. We still don't know what's getting ready to happen. We don't know what Vince McMahon coming in and out, and these travel roles just really made Raw this week seem kind of But we still got stories. Triple H is still in charge, so until things get too crazy, I'm going to be here to talk about Raw and SmackDown, because that's what I do. Thank you all for making me a part of your day. As you follow out, do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, click the bell, catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media. Also leave a comment. But follow me on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Tickets up the talkers. Let's get some more follows. Let's get some more followers on my Instagram. TikTok is blowing up. Facebook's blowing up. Twitter's blowing up. But my Instagram is kind of dry. Y'all want to follow me on Instagram? Get that Instagram some love. And, of course, donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for making me a part of your day. And always know, you are welcomed right here in Alyx's world. The place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. You guys are amazing. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.